Yeah, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Team Energy Induction. The idea of making this particular audio video is to talk about why is it that performance comes at a cost. Okay, why is it that whenever we talk about performance, there is a price implication. Okay, and to answer to many queries or in general what the market talks about, the team energy induction is very costly and all those things. So I thought I'll make a audio video kind of a presentation to make you all understand uh, why does performance come at a price. So I'm speaking by with my heart, uh, with the experience I have. I have owned RX 135 since 2002. Okay, and Hero Poke I have owned since 1998. So if you look at the broader picture, that is over 20 years, easily over 20 years of handling of two strokes. Okay, I've had RD 350, TVS Scooty, Kinetic Honda. I've ridden XL Super. The 70cc two stroke, M80, Bajaj M80, whether it is KB100, Samurai, Shogun, Shaolin, you name it. I have ridden those two strokes. So I'll just start with the 1986 model of RX 100. Okay. Uh, for people who come from that era of, who have purchased the 80s RX 100, especially the 86 model, so you can ask any of those persons. So they will tell that is probably the best version of RX which was produced in India ever. Okay. Why is it that? Simply because it is a complete CKD. Okay. That is completely knocked down product. Basically, complete Japanese. MIJ is what we call in even our TI terminologies, meaning made in Japan. Okay. Such was the brilliance of that machine, uh, that, up till even 2004, when the last RX 135 was produced, the quality could not be matched. It is unparalleled, unmatched, whether you talk about performance, whether you talk about reliability, whether you talk about quality. Okay. So even to date, you look at the spares of those 8600, for example, the Japanese magnet or the rotor assembly. Uh, we all know the HT coil, or ignition coil, or in local language we call it as bottle coil. It came white color. Yes, that was a 3M5 part numbered white coil. Whether it is the Japanese CDI, you know, and the Y1 bore, 98cc Y1 bore. What are the rates today? Of Y1 bore easily fetches over 30,000. Probably I am underestimating it. Could be even more. Okay, check out the prices online of people they are selling. We are talking like 40-year-old products. Okay, 40 plus. Yeah. So whether it's the white coil, the Japanese CDI, why is it so much in demand? So this is what is the performance attribute. Okay. Uh, when we talk about the RD 350 as well, uh, the 1984 RD 350, which was badged as the HT. Okay. You check its factory performance of when it was launched back then, and then compare it with the later LT models that was purely made in India. Okay. Escorts took over and, did all the Indian kirakiri in that. Okay. So any enthusiast, a performance enthusiast, would outrightly, uh, he would never settle for LT performance at all. Once he has tasted the HT. Why? Again, same thing. HT was out and out Japanese. Okay. So, these are the things. I'll quote one more example as well. When I purchased RX 135 in 2002 uh, from Mysore, the on-road price was somewhere around 51,000 Indian rupees. Okay, that is the on-road price. Do you all know what is the or what was the on-road price of RX King, which was last produced in 2008 in Indonesia? It was close to 1.5 lakhs. Can you believe it? Same with 2011 Yamaha RXZ 6 speed, which was sold in Malaysia. That costed more than 1.7, 1.8 lakhs. You convert. So why is it that there is over a lakh rupee difference between uh, the 135cc produced here versus the 135cc produced there? Why? Again, if you see the maximum parts that are used in RX King, the last produced model, maximum parts are from Japan. Whether you uh, talk about its mm, rotor assembly, you talk about its coils, crankshaft bearing, the big end bearing, small end bearing, thrust washers. I can read out the complete catalog itself. Those are completely Yamaha Japan. They never compromised on it. But when you compare an Indian RX 135, it was heavily localized. That's why the performance was never up to the mark of 86 RX 100 or the RX King that was available in Indonesia or Thailand for that matter. Okay, so this is the performance difference. So with performance comes price implication. Okay, I hope you all understood this. Okay, now let me go one step further. Let us talk about present 2025. Okay, of course these are the Mysore rates which I'll be talking about. When you compare 300 plus cc bike as of date, okay, on one hand from Yamaha you have the YZF R3. Okay, do you know what is the on-road price of YZF R3? It is close to 6 lakhs. Now you compare the same thing around 300 to 400 cc Bajaj Dominar 400. Okay, the on-road price is around 3 lakhs. So this is 1 to double. Why is it that? Why? Have you asked it? Why? Okay, those who believe in quality and performance with reliability, eyes closed, they will go for R3, that is Yamaha YZF R3, or probably a Kawasaki equivalent. Okay, why? Why are these so costly? Because they are not manufactured in India. Okay, they come pre-assembled. Okay, they basically do some, it's more like the CKD route itself. Okay, so whereas there are people who think uh, that why to pay 6 lakhs when I'm getting similar performance with 3 lakhs buying Dominar 400. You cannot cure this mental illness, boss. Okay, that is how it is. Okay, when you bring money into the equation, you are going to take a hit. Next, I would also like to highlight on there are so many fake versus original videos that we made on YouTube, whether it is genuine TKRJ pistons, whether it is the uni filter. Okay, there is so much of fake peddling around, be it art pistons, fake Mikunis, fake Kehin carburetors, everything fake. We did so much about it, made videos, more like educational videos so that, people open their eyes, right? Even on Instagram, we used to educate and do like that. But what happened then? Nothing. Did people stop buying fake spares? No. So we have stuck with our agenda, that is providing our customers with extreme performance, with reliability and quality of highest order. Okay. So basically we try to emulate what Yamaha Japan engineers did back in the 70s and 80s. We are trying to relive those moments. Okay. If Yamaha could achieve something like the 8600, okay, we are only trying to better it. So, boss, obviously it is going to come at a cost. So, only a dumb person would say that TI is costly. Okay. Performance comes at a cost. So, most of the products that we are using are basically or genuine, or those are high performance aftermarket division companies such as Mikuni Corporation. It could be Vesico from USA, TKRJ Japan, Vape or the MZB Power Dynamo System, Czech Republic, PVL Ignitions, Germany. So these are all aftermarket companies that TI uses, and we are proud that we have been using such products in our builds. I feel really proud that our customers relate to this. Okay, yes, uh, we cannot stop each and everyone who is trying to do negative publicity about us. Okay, that is not our job. All right, and it's not just the parts, okay, that makes DI stand out, because somebody might come and say that I will use Japanese parts, I'll get better performance than DI. Okay, good, if you're doing it, well and good. But then there is something called as experience. Like I mentioned at the start of my video, I have gained this experience in over 20 years of ownership of RX and various other two strokes. Experience cannot be purchased. Please understand that experience is experience, whether it is practical experience, theoretical experience, okay, on the job training. I have taken all of it. Okay, we have been in the drag racing field in the heydays. Okay, completely retired off now from that. So it is this experience that we took from drag racing, rally racing, that we are doing the builds which are roadworthy, all right, for people who need something different. Okay, TI builds are not for people who go from point A to point B. No, it is for people who can travel from point A to point B in the fastest way possible without blowing their engines. That is what we are famous for. All right. So a lot of comments I get saying, please share your number and all those things. I do not have time to sit and chat and explain everybody. Okay, that what we do, how we do. You can see our YouTube channel itself, which is more than 15 years old. Plenty of videos are there. Okay, we so interested people who want to get an engine rebuild, all right, they can send email to teamenergyinduction@gmail.com. So for those people who do not know how to draft an email, unfortunately we cannot proceed with your request. That is how it is. You should know that is the basic thing which is required, is sending email. We check the email etiquettes, how humble you are, how good you are able to introduce yourself as well as your machine and all those things. Okay, so and also the prospective customers, before contacting us, they can go through our YouTube page. Okay, we have been absolutely transparent with the numbers we give. Okay, we are the only firm in India who, when we claim a particular extreme performance build or the race performance builds, if we are claiming that this particular bike would do 130 or 140, so we make it a point that the validation comes via SpeedGun. We use it via the action camera, GPS, phone GPS, etc. Okay, for full public view. So there is nothing hidden over here. What the customer pays, and he gets exactly that. So this is how we have been. Okay, there is a process flow chart. A flow chart is there in our YouTube. I will mention it in the link as a link in the description below, okay, which talks about how the performance flow, rather the process flow goes through. Okay, what are the build prerequisites, how the build flows, what is the advance amount, and all those things. Okay, so uh, that's how it is. And for people who think that distance is the criteria, majority of our builds come from outstation only. Maximum come from Bangalore, builds from Davangere. Tamil Nadu, we have many builds, Coimbatore, Vellore, Erode, etc. This is just to name a few. We have from far distance like Meghalaya, Shillong, from UP, from Andhra Pradesh, we had from Hyderabad, Kakinada, etc. So people who want performance, they understand and relate to the kind of work Team Energy Induction does without any reservations, or uh, they approach us, get the bill done, they are happy. Yes, customers are happy. Okay, so next time, okay, think yourself, think it upon your head, okay, that why does performance come at a price? Okay, there are a lot of things. When you import, you pay lots of international shipping charges. The import duty is very high. It varies from 52% to 75%, depends. Sometimes we have paid as high as 100% duty. So if the value of the item is 100 rupees, we have paid duty of 100, making the landing cost as 200 plus the international shipping. Just giving you an example. Okay, so I don't want to drag this anymore. So, interested, please do listen to this video audio fully. Try to understand what we do. Okay. Thank you. Long live Two Strokes and Jai Hind.